Sunday, October 29th. And this morning I actually woke up fairly early to get ready. It is a very gloomy and rainy day, perfect for this fall season. I just finished eating breakfast. Christian is eating breakfast at the moment. But today I wanted to vlog because I'm actually going to be spending my entire day running wedding planning errands. At 10 a.m. I actually have a meeting with my wedding planner and the wedding planning vendor manager of mine. And we're gonna go over like a few just like things regarding our wedding and just like stay up to date with how the wedding planning process is going. Since I am going to be having the wedding in Puerto Rico, I'm not currently there, so they're the ones that are like figuring that out, and I'm just like getting updated and just like letting them know my thoughts, concerns, questions, etc. And to be honest, these few days I have been stressing a lot when it comes to the wedding. Since the wedding is in just a few months, like I am feeling the pressure right now, and I have cried, I have pulled all-nighters just like figuring things out, and I just feel like I'm putting so much pressure on myself because I feel like I'm spending money just like signing contracts, etc., but I'm not like imagining or like visualizing my wedding. Hopefully when I take a trip to Puerto Rico before the wedding, I can just like feel more like present and be part of some choices and experiences that the wedding planning process entails. But for now, I just need to stay put and just trust the process, trust God, just rest in that, trust God, trust myself, and trust the team of people that are behind this whole wedding planning process. So this is the little wedding planning meeting station that we have going on here. So we're just in our dining area, and this is my side, and then this is Christian's side. He has his iPad, his coffee, a random Christian here, my phone, and my water bottle from Miss to Mrs. This has been so helpful because it's just really motivating to have the little like time slots that you should drink your water. And I have a list of like things I wanna chat about.
Los suplidores entonces que faltan.
Ok.
Bueno, es que gusto verlo.
Sí,
Igual.
Lindo día.
Cuídense mucho, piensa en lo que te dije del pelo y si no, pues lo cuadramos.
Está bien. Pues nos vemos.
Bueno,
Bye.
bye, buen fin de semana.
Igualmente. I need to pee. We just finished just like being in the reunion in the little meeting with our wedding planner, and it was from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and it was really productive. I think that it's one of my favorite meetings because I was able to just like explain to her all the different like questions and just like stresses that I had, and things to look forward to, or like things that I know that I want to do for the wedding, but like I don't know when it's time to like make them into fruition. We also talked about like the dress code for like guests and other like important people, and so I managed to just like ask her all the questions that I had. So that was really cool. Like I just wanted to do that, just like have a couple of interrupted hours with her. Right now I think I'm just going to like prep for the other meeting that I have in like an hour, I believe, with the people that we're planning on using for the invitations and wedding stationaries. But honestly, I am going to be creating my own invitations because I feel that that way I'm gonna have like more money to spend on stationaries for the actual wedding date and not something as invitations that people are probably gonna throw out and stuff. And so I am going to just work with the company for the stationaries, like the table stands, seating charts, acrylic things that I may want, and just like other things that will just like add to the wedding venue instead of focusing my attention on like invitations and spending money on that. So I think I'm about to just like go to my laptop right now and like put in like a folder specific ideas that I may have, so it's like much easier for them to just like see what my style is and all that stuff. And then another thing that I need to do is just like show you the invitation stationery things that I have bought to just like create them in a DIY version of it. Hello, so we are just done with our second meeting. This one was actually like a new vendor. It wasn't like my wedding planner, so it was his first time meeting each other, and she had this just golden retriever energy, and it just like radiated through the Zoom meeting. So it was really fun. We were able to like talk for about a solid 40 minutes of just like the wedding stationaries that we're gonna use, or that's like the place cards, escort cards, seating charts, and table numbers, menu cards, all that stuff, because I did tell her that I was gonna be working on the invitations on my own, and so we just like completely drifted from that after I mentioned it, and we just focused on the things that are actually going to be part of the real wedding day. So very excited about that. I have like a list of things that I need to get done just for like the sake of my wedding planner, and just like stuff that I need to send her, and stuff that I need to book, and stuff that I need to send the stationery girl. So there's like lots of things going on wedding planning related, but I need to like take a chill break and like eat something post a sponsorship, because since waking up this morning, it's like 3:30 p.m. and all I've been doing is just wedding planning. So I need to take like a break. I'm like, I wish that I could tell you just like everything that went on the wedding things, on the wedding meetings and stuff, but it will take me days to explain. So you're gonna have to like subscribe to see all those things come to life on our wedding day. And so I am going to just take you alongside with me once again throughout this weekend, and just like see what else wedding planning things we do that I am able to record. So still get excited, because there's a lot of things coming for this vlog. There's a lot of things coming. So today it's very exciting because I'm going to be working on trying to choose a color for my bridesmaids and maid of honor. My reasoning behind just like the bridesmaids dresses and everything like that, like I know a lot of people just like go to a tailor or a designer, and the bridesmaids and maid of honors usually just like go to that tailor and take their measurements and just like create a bridesmaid's dress from scratch. But to be honest, I really dislike it when I have to do that for like other people's wedding. It's like very time consuming, and I don't know, I just don't really like that. Maybe I'm just like not good at like designing dresses of my own, but that's why for my wedding I already chose my bridesmaids, and what I'm gonna do is that in the group chat that I created that has all of my bridesmaids and maid of honors, I'm just going to be telling them the colors that I am in between with, or just like the color that I end up choosing in general, and then all they have to do is just go to a specific website and just like buy any dress that they want from that website specifically in the specific color that I want the bridesmaids dresses to be. So like I actually had the amazing idea to order some bridesmaid dress swatches from 3 different companies, and I'm kind of going for a more like pink type of bridesmaid dresses. Like you all know how much I love the color pink, and if it were for me and And if it were for me, I would wear pink even for my wedding, but I obviously want to wear white and just like rock a beautiful white wedding dress. But so I really just want to like add those hints of pink, not only in the decoration of the wedding, but also in the bridesmaid dresses. So that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'm gonna choose a bridesmaid dress that is pink, and I actually have ordered a couple of swatches from those companies that I told you about. So like the first company that I actually ordered some bridesmaids swatches was Birdy Grey, and from Birdy Grey I actually ordered 3 because that's like the maximum amount that you can get them for free. And so here are the swatches. So this is the Birdy Grey Pale Blush. I like it, but it's like really close to like white, and I don't really want anyone other than myself to be wearing white for my wedding. So like this is like really close to that. So this is getting tossed, like we are not even gonna consider this color, but I just wanted to like show you all the swatches that I got in case you're also like a bride-to-be and are just like planning your own wedding and what your bridesmaids are going to wear. And so this next one is Dusty Rose, and this one I really like. It's like pink, but honestly I'm not sure if I want to say this. Okay, so I really like this color, and I have always thought that my bridesmaids dresses were gonna be from Birdy Grey, but then I actually reached out to them because one of my friends on Instagram like worked with them for their own wedding. I don't know, like they told me that they don't work with like micro influencers, and I was like, dude, like you literally worked with my friend who like referred me to you. Like, why are you like saying that you don't work with micro influencers? And so after like they told me that, I have been struggling whether I want to like support them and stuff. And honestly, this is like not a big deal, to be honest. But I don't know, I just like didn't feel good in my heart. I don't know, I just like wouldn't want my 7+ bridesmaids to rock their dresses and just like tag them on Instagram, and every time that I also put wedding photos on my Instagram, like tag them. I don't know, I just felt like, ugh, like dumb, I don't know. So yeah, like that's why I'm like struggling a little bit with like Birdy Grey. I don't wish them ill will, obviously, like this is all just dumb, and maybe I'm just like taking it personally and I'm sorry for that. Or maybe they just like stopped working with micro influencers in a couple of months, like after they worked with my friend and not with me. So yeah, like whatever. I just wanted to like get that off my chest, to be honest. But I'm still just like showing you their swatches because they're like really cute, especially the Dusty Rose one. It's like really, really good, and this is like the one I would probably choose. But I am trying to try really hard not to do that and just like give another brand the opportunity. And then the other swatch that I have from Birdy Grey is this one in the color Desert Rose. Here's the little swatch. You can see it like in light here, and then if I do it like this, like a dark side here. Anyways, this one is like a little bit too dark for me, to be honest, so I am not gonna choose this one. Okay, so the next brand that I want to share is the brand Kennedy Blue. They honestly have so many, like I have my laptop here because I want to check like the variety that they have, and I was looking at them yesterday and they have like a really amazing variety, like Kennedy Blue, and some of them it has like glitter. Okay, so from Kennedy Blue I actually have 6 swatches right here, and the first swatch that I has the same problem with like the one from Birdy Grey. This is in the color Blush, and as you can tell, it's like a really cute color. It's like really blushy pink, but I guess it just like gets confused with like white as well. It's not as pink as I wanted it to be, and so that's the reason why I'm not going to be using this one specifically. I'm just like making these decisions right now with you, so I just want to like make it raw. Okay, so the next one from Kennedy Blue, you can actually see it in my face, is a color that I really love for my bridesmaids, and it is just this beautiful peach color, and it looks so lovely. It actually reminds me of like the Dusty Rose one a little bit from Birdy Grey, which is like a color that I really like, but this one is from Kennedy Blue, and I believe it's like more on the pinkier side. So like I really love this one. This other one from Kennedy Blue is in the color Blossom, and this one I actually also really like. So the next one is actually this one, I would even say that it's like neon. It's like really out there too, but it's like a beautiful color, and this is in the color Cantaloupe from Kennedy Blue, and this one is like, what more pink do you want to ask for? Like, this is literally pink, and I just like really like this a ton, and I am also putting this on my finalist pack because it's so lovely. And then the other color that I have is the dusty pink one, and I honestly thought that I wanted like the dusty pink color, but I'm so glad that I ordered these swatches because it looks very different like in all these brands. From the photos and the color on their website, it looks super different once you actually have it like on your hands and like there in front of you, because I would have just like chosen anything that said dusty pink, but then once you see it in front of you, you would notice that it's like super dark compared to the pink that you wanted it to be, and it kind of like looks almost purple, which is something that I really want to stray far from, so I am not going to choose this one. And then the same thing goes with this one. This is like in the color Desert Rose, and for me it looks literally purple. So like, I don't know, if you are a bridesmaid or are a bride planning your own wedding, then I 100% recommend for you to go to the company's website that you want to go to and order the swatches that they have of the colors that you're most interested in. Do not buy bridesmaid dresses based on the color that you see on the website. Just like buy them once you have it on your hands and have the actual fabric to touch, to see, to even smell, so it doesn't disappoint you in the end. And then I also have this other brand. It is Azazie. I'm not sure how you even say that, but I actually have 5 of their swatches, and their swatches are like really chunky, so like that's super nice. You can actually see it. And this one is in the color Coral, and I love this color a ton, so I'm definitely putting it in the pack of the potential colors that I'm gonna choose for my bridesmaids. And then we also have the color Pearl Pink, which is also really cute. And now that I see it, I think it may be confused for like the ones that I really don't like the pale blush, and it may be confused for white. So like, oh, I'm so sad. I think I'm gonna have to just like put it on the other pack of the colors that I don't want. Should I? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Same thing happened with this brand. This is in the color Dusty Rose, and for me it looks like really purple, so I'm not gonna be choosing this one. The same goes with like this one. This is in the color Vintage Mauve, so like, yeah, it's like super purple. And then the most purple of them all is the color Desert Rose. And do you think this is like the pink that I want? It like, I can definitely see the pink, but for me this looks more purple than pink, so I'm not gonna be choosing this one. And so the finalists are just this pack right here. I'm definitely gonna update you. Well, I'm not sure if I want to update you then. I think that maybe you're gonna have to see and just like subscribe if you want to see what color I ended up choosing for my bridesmaids. I think it's gonna be like much cooler for you to like anticipate that and see like the behind the scenes and the mess that I have trying to choose the bridesmaid color. In a couple of months, if you subscribe, see which color I ended up choosing, and we'll just see what else I get to do in this YouTube video. I just wanted to film this fun little clip for you to watch and for me to look back on once our wedding is over and I'm just like a married girl. Currently October 25, and I actually received a little sample package of potential wedding invites. And it's just like a little sample pack from the brand Lilyweds. You can find them on Instagram. And I'm just gonna like open it up with you and just like see everything that they sent my way here. And I'm gonna be real with you, I'm like very overwhelmed with this like wedding invitation process because like the quote is like quite actually a little bit to the expensier side. I think that after much thought, it will be best if I would just like be a part of the creative process when it comes to the invitations. For example, if I want like the little wax seal that you just press onto the invitation folders, just like that experience and pour all of my heart and love and care into those invitations and just like DIY them instead of just like booking them through like a company and all that I do is just pay the money. Like, I think it's much more meaningful if I just take the time to craft my own wedding invitations. So like I was crying like this morning because of that, because I feel like so overwhelmed because I have no idea how I want my invitations to be like, and just like the different paper that you use for like invitations, whether that's like seed paper, cotton paper, normal paper, like I don't know all those terminology. And so it had me like on stress this morning. But I talked to like one of my bridesmaids and she just like explained a little bit the things that I didn't know about, but I still feel like I need to like create more wisdom when it comes to like wedding invitations. So I think that I'm going to like unbox this for you, just so you know if you are considering just like doing them with like a company, or just like want to see just for the heck of it, just for the fun of it. Oops, my fiance is calling. Hello. I have no idea what I was saying, but the point is that I'm just going to be unboxing this for you just for the fun of it. So the first thing that they actually sent my way were just these like wax seals. These are not my wedding colors whatsoever, but it's really fun because I wasn't aware that you could just like make it like stickers and you can just like stick them on even though they're like wax seals. But for my invitation specifically, I really want to go through the process of just like burning the wax and just like pressing it into the invitations, and then the outcome being this one. And then they also sent some paper, some sample paper. This one is in the seed paper. It says semilla here, so like it's like seed paper for like wedding invitations, and they sent this little sample pack here. So let's just open them up so I can like show you more or less what they are. I have no idea some of them, like what some of them are, but like this is like the reception invitation, I believe. And I really like this like seating paper. It's like really cute, but it's like more on the expensier side. And you can actually plant these. Then we have this one here, and then in the back you have this. Then we have this wedding invitation. and then you can just like flip it, and like that's everything when it comes to the seating paper. Another type of paper, which I guess it's like the normal type paper, the printing paper, I guess, and we have a lot of things to go through, and I guess these are just like the seating charts. Well, I think this is just like the place card where you just like put the name here and you can like open it up and it just stands. There's also a tag in case you want to do like some gifts for the guests. We also have this other item, which I think it's just like the table number. We also have this little place card for the name of the person. We have the save the dates here, and it's just so cute. I really love this, but I already created this save the dates, so we're not going to be using this. And then we also have this other like invitation, and I think this is what's called like a vellum. And just like open it up and there's like the invitation. We also have like another one of those folders, but like this one is in a vellum type of paper, and just like mail it to. We also have like another one of those like envelopes, and then here's like a little menu card in case you're wondering how that looks like. And then we also have like a little program card right here. It just like makes me more stressed because I'm not a fan of either of these, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, to be honest, when it comes to like the wedding invites and stuff, because I want them to be gorgeous. So I also have lots of like standards for it, but then again I have no idea like how I want them to look like. So like I'm crazy, I know, but I just wanted to make like this little clip for you guys to just see like that real part of like planning your own wedding and planning a wedding even with a wedding planner. Like the stress is kicking in. Our wedding is in 5 months and I'm just like so freaking stressed about it. Oh, I have no idea what the heck I'm gonna do, honestly. And I was crying. This is just like the real side of things. Like until this point I wasn't like big stressed like I am right now. So I guess it's just like kicked in this week, like all the stress. Oh, okay. I'll talk to you guys when I have another freaking update. I just received this package that I ordered from Amazon and I wanted to show you. And these are the wax seals that I'm gonna use for our invitations, and they come in this really interesting box with like reindeers and stuff. I don't get that. I wish it was like more plain, but like it's okay. I think this was only like $20 on Amazon, and it is like the complete kit, and it's like a lifesaver if you want to do your own wax seals. So once you open it up, you see there's so many materials that you can use for your wedding. We have this like gold foil that you can use to just put in the wax seal and add that little like goldness to it. We also have these candles that are scented and you use to burn the wax. Then we have these two markers, metallic markers. We have gold, we have silver. You can use these metallic markers to paint over the wax seal if you want to emphasize a lettering, a design. Then we have the actual stove that you use to melt the wax seals, and it is wooden. We have the little like wax seal melt spoon, and then we also have like some tweezers so you can move around the wax itself and just like facilitate its melting. And then we also have a little stamp, and in this specific kit, I'm gonna link it down below for you. It has this flower / rose stamp, and it's pretty cute, but I am not gonna be using this one, maybe for like a trial run. But I ordered one from Etsy and it was $10. and it has Christian and I's initial, so that way it's more personalized. Then we have like this porcelain, just like place mat, and you can just use this to make seamless wax stamps, so the bottom part is like really smooth. And then we also have this like gold glitter in this packet, and then here are the actual wax seals. They come in like a variety of different colors. Let me open it so you guys can see it a little bit better. So when I open it, every color is like organized in its own little section, and it comes in a variety of different colors, which is great because there's like everything for like every wedding color palette, which is nice. My favorites are probably this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we'll see which ones I end up using, but like that's really nice. And they also sent some like notes, which I'm gonna show you right now, like this little note here, so you can just use it for whatever you want. And then we also have like some envelopes that you can use to practice, or even just like use for your wedding invitations. So like that's everything this little packet contains. Another thing that I wanted to show you that I bought today from Walmart was just this eucalyptus fake plant that I use for my bridesmaid proposal boxes. And I just like took each piece out and just like have this miniature form of it. And what I'm thinking about doing is just like placing this in on the invitation, and then putting some wax seal here. First, let's just say like here, just like find a smooth spot and just like press it to see how that turns out. So I'm very excited. These are like really sturdy, so I'm like a little bit scared to see if they work or not. Hello, so it's a few days later, and I realized that I didn't really finish this vlog, but before I do so, I wanted to do a little like wedding invitation DIY haul. And I want to do, before I create the invitations, is for my wedding planner to just like approve it, because I already like customized it on just like a template that I found on Etsy. And I just spent like a couple of days, and by that I mean a lot of days, just like making sure everything was like worded correctly and everything looked nice. But I just don't know if like the execution is perfect, and so I sent the PDF files to my wedding planner, and I'm just like waiting for her response. And once she gives me the green light, I'm able to just print them out and just like create them and send them to my family and friends. I'm thinking that just as I did with my bridesmaid proposal boxes, I am going to be filming like a couple of like TikTok videos and YouTube videos and reels and all that stuff, like creating the invitations. So I don't want to show you like the template today or anything, because I'm just thinking about creating another sort of content for that. This is just like the behind the scenes of the process that went before I executed the invitation. Christian and I went to Michael's in Hobby Lobby. We basically just bought so many things to just like be ready to do our invitations here at home and not spend a lot of money, or as much as the lady who we thought was gonna do our invitations like quoted us for. So even with like buying additional things in Hobby Lobbies and Michael's, it does not equal whatsoever the amount that she told me. So like that's always the goal, to save some money. But like here is the bag of things that I need to show you. we bought this Craft Tools paper trimmer with extending ruler just to be able to cut invitations in a straight line if needed. And I always am in need of this because I'm like the worst person to cut paper. Like, I don't know why, but every time I cut papers with scissors is like so wavy, even though I want it to be like a straight line. So this is just gonna be really helpful for all the other DIY materials or just like things that I would need to create in my future. And then this is not from Hobby Lobby nor Michael's, and this is just like the Etsy, well, this is just like a little sneak peek, I guess. I wasn't gonna do this, but okay, here we go. So a sneak peek for all of you that are loyal and watch all my videos. Like, this is the type of paper that we are using for our invitations, and I got this type of paper from Etsy. I think it's called like deckled paper, and so the edges are like deckled, I think it's called, and it is from the brand Leather and Earth Co. on Etsy, and also like they have their own website. So these are 5x7. This is like the main invitation, like what we're gonna use to print out the main invitations. So we'll see how we get to do that with like our normal printer that we have here, because it will be amazing if I am able to just like print onto that paper and the tint comes out nicely here at home, because that means I would just like not need to spend money like going to like a printing place and getting quoted for that, and it's probably gonna be expensive as well. So like I don't want to do that. Like, if I can just do it at home and save some money, that's the goal. And then the next item that we got was the Paper Studio vellum envelope. These are just like envelopes. I'm not sure if I want to do them like in an envelope form yet, or if I want to do it with like single vellum paper and then use like the paper cutter to just like cut in the dimensions that I want to. But this is just like the two extra things that I got that I still don't know what I'll be doing them with. Flat cards and envelopes, 50 sets. So we have like flat cards here, and we also have envelopes. I did not know that, but it's not like a white color, it's more like a beige and just like creamy color. So I'm thinking of using this as my envelopes for the invitations. And it also has some flat cards, which I didn't know it included, but I think that this is like a good thing because I am gonna print out like a couple of other sizes and shapes for the invitations, and so with the deckled paper it was gonna be like harder, and I ordered not so many of them. So like the fact that it brings like black cards as well is like really good. And then what else? Oh, I think that's all for like what I wanted to show you and what's inside the bag. And so I'm really excited to just like keep working on this and see where that week takes us. But I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss the finished wedding invitations and just like everything else wedding planning that it's gonna come up soon, specifically like the cake tasting, the hair and makeup trials, and just like the food tasting, all that stuff. And of course our wedding day and wedding date reveal. And also make sure that you follow me on Instagram to see and stay up to date with like everything I do with my days and my day-to-day life, whether that's just me on the personal side or wedding stuff as well. So please make sure that you go do that. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.